most demonic that ever turned a camera on. I'm the most evil person that ever used the internet. I'm the most evil person to ever use a camera. I'm a sexual deviant. I am a criminal. What I don't do off camera, you will never see. I'm like Epstein, man.
This IRL streamer is now reportedly facing up to 29 years in prison and has just had his passport removed by the Korean police.
All in all, he's looking at 29 years in prison right now.
29 years!
U.S. streamer Johnny Somali handed to Korean prosecutors for convenience store outburst.
Johnny Somali, the self-proclaimed controversial IRL streamer, now faces up to 29 years in prison.
Are you familiar with Johnny Somali?
No.
He was living it up in South Korea until he went up to these statues. They're called the Statues of Peace. So he had the grand idea of going up and fondling the women, pouring baby oil all over them. He then undressed.
He gave him the Diddy treatment?
Yeah, he then undressed himself and then he danced on them.
No.
So now he was sent to jail again. He also made a deepfake video where he was making out with one of South Korea's biggest celebrities. Now she's suing him, and that's another 7 years that's added on. All in all, he's looking at 29 years in prison right now.
29 years!
I'm like P. Diddy, I'm like Epstein. I'm like R. Kelly, I don't care. I don't give a f***, nigga. I'm young Epstein, I'm young P. Diddy. Clip it, nigga. Ship it, bitch. I got all these young doing something strange.
How did a streamer go from live streaming his antics to being on the verge of spending decades behind bars? Let's break down the series of incidents that led to this shocking outcome. It all started with Johnny Somali's controversial live streams. Known for his IRL streams, he gained notoriety for making offensive comments.
So what do you want to talk about? Swing or not? Like, niggas gonna come up to me, bro, why you being racist to other people in other countries? For money. For clout. I've said it many times. I don't give a f***. I have no morals. I'm a f***ing sociopath. I don't give a f***. Put this in your next YouTube documentary. I don't give a f***.
You guys only saw me dancing with the statue. And honestly, if I could take it back, I won't. How about that? I'm not sorry. Apologize. I refuse. I won't. So what are you gonna do about it? You gonna kill me?
Often targeting locals in the places he visited.
Stupid ass. I didn't even drink here. Are you dumb? Why are you talking to me, you stupid ass, bald ass? F*** you. F*** you, Chinese. F*** you.
His actions weren't just disrespectful, they crossed legal boundaries. In Japan, Johnny harassed locals on public transportation, spewing racist remarks and disrupting the peace.
You know, why you do this? Pearl Harbor? Hiroshima, Nagasaki! You know what we do to you? What do you do? We will do again.
This incident caught widespread attention and led to public outcry, with many calling for authorities to take action.
You're not a comedian.
No,
you're not. You're a nobody. You came over here, you insulted the people, and you're not taking responsibility for it.
Okay.
Right?
Don't tell me you are going to drop atomic bomb on Japan. Okay?
Okay.
The Japanese don't think you are good.
Okay.
Apologize to the Japanese.
Back then, Johnny Somali's like to dislike ratio was completely in the negative for some reason. Even back in the early stages of social media, before he would be an international menace, people just clicked on his streams and went, yeah, f this guy. I don't really know why, but f this guy.
Johnny Somali built his career on controversy, but it's now cost him everything. With a potential 29 years in prison, his story isn't just about one man's downfall. It's a warning to anyone who thinks they can stream without accountability.
That, like, he has been arrested at this point in time. So Johnny Somali right now has been recently arrested within the country of South Korea and the reason why, it's not for like being disrespectful or anything like that. It's actually for drug use. That's right. So he got arrested for drug use, and in a lot of Asian countries, they take a lot of their laws. Like I know in Japan as well, they take like stuff like drug use extremely seriously, and you can face apparently he's facing up to 10 years in jail for this.
Johnny didn't stop at verbal harassment. He trespassed into restricted areas during his streams, often provoking locals into heated arguments.
Oh, he's going into the warehouse? Nah, this is wild. I'm just a cameraman. Oh my God, Chad, what the did I get myself into?
Johnny Somali could have faced up to 5 years in prison for trespassing under Japanese law, but the question on everyone's mind is, why was Japan so lenient with him? One confrontation escalated into violence, with Johnny claiming he was the victim despite being the instigator.
You still gonna get the clip? Press them on my stream.
During the stream, a Korean man suddenly approached them and threw a punch. It was later revealed that these streamers were planning to mock and make fun of Korean historical sites and culture.
Whoa!
Trust me, Johnny's. Go to Johnny's stream. We're gonna have a good time.
Overhearing their intentions, the man decided to teach them a lesson with a punch. After the incident, he was seen with injuries and a bandage on his head. However, instead of showing any regret, he appeared to brag, claiming he didn't care about it.
I don't care. I'm live tonight. I'm not going off live tonight. Look.
The whole reason this guy is known is he essentially goes to countries that are famous for being extremely high-trust societies. So, in return, they are tolerant and nice to his antics. He then tries to push the boundaries as far as he can, thinking that he'll get away with basically anything. So, he plays this game of being an absolute burden to society until the police show up and suddenly he didn't do anything wrong.
Snuck me, whatever. I put a band-aid on my shit. I've been fucked up worse. I'm not gonna lie, man bun fucked me up worse. I don't really care. I came here just to clean my shit up and put a band-aid on, and I talked to Hank. Hank's on the way. Look at this nigga. This nigga, my fucking eyebrow, got my eyebrow leaking. It could have been a lot worse. Thank God he didn't hit my actual eye, like EBZ. My eye is good. I'm glad nigga hit my eyebrow. That's cool. That shit'll heal in a couple days. Never. It's not. So charge me now. I did not do nothing. Put me in jail.
In this incident, you can clearly see a Korean man mocking his own fellow citizens alongside Johnny Somali, who is laughing off camera.
Yeah, man, you're up, man. Get lost. Get the on. Come on. Get lost. Yes,
The worst part is that the woman they are disrespecting is actually an elderly lady.
Oh my God.
Literally following us. Literally following us.
I feel this nigga's so funny, bro. Oh my God.
Johnny's arrogance only made things worse. In his streams, he openly mocked law enforcement, claiming he was untouchable. This attitude further angered communities and authorities alike.
Most demonic nigga that ever turned a camera on. I'm the most evil person that ever used the internet. I'm the most evil person to ever use a camera. I'm a sexual deviant. I am a criminal. What I don't do off camera, you will never see. I'm like Epstein. Nigga.
Because it looks like he has no agenda, like he has no anti-Korean agenda, I think that's the only thing keeping him alive in Korea right now, honestly. Because he's insulting Korea, but because he just came out of Japan as well and he got a travel ban for insulting the Japanese, and especially since he was insulting one of the key monuments of Korean expression of independence against Japanese colonial rule, the fact that he was jailed in Japan for insulting Japanese people, I think is the only thing keeping him alive in Korea. Otherwise, guns or no guns, there would be no more Johnny Somali.
Men commented that, "Good riddance. For too long, Johnny Somali got away with being a complete disgrace to streamers and human beings in general. He thought he was untouchable, laughing in the face of law enforcement and doubling down on his horrible behavior. This 29-year sentence isn't excessive. It's karma, finally catching up with someone who thought terrorizing others was a joke. Enjoy your downfall, Johnny." Men commented that, "Honestly, I have zero sympathy for Johnny Somali. He made a career out of being an insufferable jerk, harassing innocent people and treating entire countries like his personal playground for cheap laughs. It's about time he faced some real consequences for his vile actions. If you act like a menace to society, don't be surprised when society decides it's had enough." Authorities had seen enough and swiftly arrested him, leading to his current predicament.